Nah, too wet and too muddy. Ugh, all over my legs. Another top tip, if you're riding in the grass, oh, that was bumpy. If you're riding in long grass and you get a whole lot of grass stuck up in your belts, stop and remove it. I'll tell you why. If you don't, that little bit of soft grass can stretch your belt. So today we are looking at the Carbon ZEUS Max all-wheel drive. Now you may remember at EskateCon I had a little bit of a play on one. I was really impressed, but I wanted to test it properly, go for a full run on a full battery, do an independent range test and give you my thoughts on the board.
Scotty, who's Scotty?
I've had the all-wheel drive ZEUS Carbon Max, let's just call it the ZEUS all-wheel drive, for about 3 weeks now, and I'm really impressed. Handles well, and it's just an all-round good electric skateboard. Now I don't generally love all-wheel drive boards because they lack range. What Ownboard have done is they've redesigned the board, redesigned the deck to make it fit more cells. They didn't just want to release the ZEUS with 2 extra motors and an extra ESC in there because it would have really struggled for range. So they went back to the drawing board, they redesigned the deck, they went wider, a little bit deeper, and now they can fit a 13S 5P in there. That's 21 amp hours, and they're using Molicel P42A cells, so you know you're gonna get really good performance paired with the new upgraded, customized, whatever word you wanna use, 9028 Hobbywing ESC. Now the board in all-wheel drive configuration weighs 16 kilos. It's just a smidge over 1 meter long, and it comes standard with these nice rainbow colored rims and the 155mm Hota tires. These in my opinion are some of the nicest stock tires you can get. There are obviously aftermarket race tires you can upgrade to, but for a board to come with these, I'm very happy. Now in the motor department, it's got 4 6574 motors, obviously front and back, propelling you up to a top speed of 60 kilometers per hour. And in all the tests I've done, it does do its advertised top speed. Keeping in theme with their latest Bamboo ZEUS Pro, it's got the precision CNC milled hangers. It's still using the forged base plate. These are nice and wide, and they really are a lot of fun to carve on. They give you confidence to do some really hard, deep carves and just have a lot of fun while riding at pretty high speeds. Now the ZEUS all-wheel drive comes with really nice padded grip tape, and it comes with a spare one in the box. But as I say, let's go for a ride. I want to have some fun on it. Just tell you how it feels, because I can read the spec sheet. Anyone can get the brochure and read it, but for me it comes down to how it feels, because yeah, it's got nice motors, it's got 4 of them, it's got a 9028 ESC, it weighs 16 kilos, it's got Molicel P42A cells, it's got CNC milled hangers, you know, all that stuff. But how does it feel under your feet? For me, that is the big thing. That's enough talking. Let's get the GoPro out, let's go for a ride. And yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, competition coming soon, and that's it. The first thing I want to comment on is the handling of the ZEUS all-wheel drive, because the split angle TKP trucks really make a difference. Now there's lots of TK boards out there now. I think these guys were the original to do it on electric skateboard. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm 99% sure. And the way this one handles out of the box, it's a pleasure to ride. It's got that little micro drop down at the front and rear. Those riptide bushings make quite a big difference. I mentioned in one of my previous videos, if you swap them out, you'll certainly know the difference. But for a TKB board to be super carby like this it's really refreshing. But for me, this right now, this is the selling point of the ZEUS. How it handles, how it carves. Because you can have a really beautiful fun carve, and then you can accelerate and still be really stable. So it's a carvy, fast board, which in this day and age is not unheard of, but it's still really refreshing to see new boards coming out making those right decisions, those good decisions with the bushings, the pivot cups, and those nice wide trucks. That's 42 kilometers an hour there. Okay, let's take a quick moment and have a look at the deck. They have completely rebuilt, re-engineered to fit that 13S 5P in. And as you can see there, my foot, I'm a size 11 US, and it's got room to spare. Now I always have my toes and heel just hanging over the edges for the best leverage. But that deck is really nice and wide.
That's what she said.
And as you can see here, it's not that deep. So you've still got really good ground clearance. All right, now quickly, I just wanted to show you hill climbability, but it's a bit of a given. It's a four-wheel drive board. This isn't the steepest hill. It's maybe 18, 19, 20, something around that degrees. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the steepest point, come to a complete stop, and then start again, just to show you the low down torque you've got on tap. Now we're on the hill now. I'll put this sideways so you can hopefully see the gradient. Okay, the steepest point's just coming around the corner, so I'll come to a stop in a second. Woo. I'm not even on full acceleration, just don't need it. All right, here we go. Complete stop. Ooh, good brakes. And spinning the front wheels. 20, 32, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 42. Yeah. So torque for ages, power for ages. No concern with hill climb on the ZEUS all-wheel drive. And of course, as I always say, with a whole lot of go, you have to have a whole lot of whoa. So how are the brakes? How are the brakes on the ZEUS all-wheel drive? Well, let me show you. Oh, kids. All right, so let me show you the brakes. Here we go, we're on 32 kilometers per hour and brake. Whoa. Okay, that was literally, I don't know, from about there, I think. Very, very strong brakes. But again, four-wheel drive, you expect it. But here's the nice touch. They are adjustable. Hobbywing are starting to do adjustable brakes, which is awesome. This is set at 85%. So you can go in, if you want to have stronger or weaker, you go in, you adjust them by clicking the gear change button 4 or 5 times. All right, so let's talk about the ride feel. Well, you can probably tell, it's really lovely. It's delightful, to use a bit of an old school word. The deck concave really lets you do sort of heel toe. Where's a steep road? Look at this one. 31, 32, 32, 33, so we are accelerating up that road. Woohoo! Oh, almost got the rims. So that's a fairly steep road, probably 22, 23%, and we accelerated up it. So we came onto it at the bottom at probably about 27, and we got up to 33 by the top. All right, so as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by that beautiful hill. How was the ride feel? It's really lovely. Good size, good shaped deck. Those TKP split angle trucks just lend themselves to wanting to carve and wanting to go fast. The Hota 155 tires are sticky and just, yeah, really nicely done. The four-wheel drive doesn't feel like a four-wheel drive. Now, if you've ridden some of the earlier four-wheel drive boards, you'd understand what I'm talking about. Sometimes there's too much pull and not enough push. The nice thing about having all that power is you know you've got the brakes to back it up. Some boards are fast, but they cannot stop. This does both. we're finished, let's talk about some of the peripherals, some of the little things that come with the board. Well, not so little. The charger, it's a really big fan-cooled 8-amp charger. So it should charge the board in about 5 hours, depending on exactly how empty you go. Next, the remote control. Well, it's a very standard hobby wing, which we'll talk about shortly. It's got lots of features. It's got 4 speed modes, 1, 2, 3, and turbo. To access turbo, with all their Zeus boards, you push the gear change button 3 times quickly. It's got reverse, and it also has a settings option now. By pushing the gear change button 5 times, you can go in there and change 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, adjust your brakes, miles and kilometers. Just a nice little extra that hobby wing used to miss, they've now got. Also, while we're talking about the remote control, Ownboard ship all their boards currently with this really nice grey silicone sleeve. You may get a different color, but it's just nice, a nice little extra that would normally cost you about 20 bucks. And now for the freebies. What do you get with the Zeus all-wheel drive? Well, until May 31st, I believe. If that date's wrong, I'll put the correct date on the screen. Until May 31st, you get front and rear shred lights, SL300s and the SLRs, whatever they're called. So, order the Zeus all-wheel drive before the end of May. Use Scott D at checkout for $50 off and get free shred lights in the box, but not installed. That's your job.
Scotty, are you alright?
Scotty. Who's Scotty?
Video with its opportunities. Well, let's actually know. Let's end the video with the positives and the opportunities. The positives, the deck, the trucks, the grip tape, the ESCs, and those 4 big motors. The handling is just a dream. The remote, nice, simple to use. Everyone's familiar with it, and the fact that it comes with the remote cover is a nice plus. The free shred lights until end of May, another big plus. The tires, the wheels, lots of pluses about this board. The power, the speed, and the torque, all really, really nice. And you can have a lot of fun on this. The fact that I can record and talk to you, and I'm sitting on 55 kilometers per hour right now, feeling completely confident, looking ahead, looking at the camera, not on full acceleration on a slight uphill, means this board is doing something really, really well. It's very confidence inspiring, it's very, very stable with those split angle TKP trucks. That is the magic of this board, those split angle TKP trucks. The handling and the stability is really where this board gets its performance from. If this was just a normal TKP, it wouldn't be as stable or as carvy, like I said at the very beginning. But what are the opportunities? Well, there's 2, and they're not major ones at all. The first one, I would like to see some sort of mark on the front of the board, something at the front, a little dot, a little arrow, just to show you that's the front of the board. All right, and the last point, and it's got nothing to do with the board, it's more of a wish list item, and it's just something I think Ownboard has the ability to do, and that is to redesign the good old hobby wing remote control. This has been out now for 3 years, I believe, and I think it's time for an upgrade. I'd love to see something come out with a color screen, something that's more central so it's not just suited for right-handed people. I don't know, that's it. As I said, it's very minor, it's got nothing to do with the board, and it doesn't even exist yet, so I can't put it down as a negative. But that is the end of the video, so thank you so much for watching. If you've got any comments or questions, chuck them down below. As always, please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. We've got the subscriber giveaway coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll be giving away a brand new electric skateboard to someone who has subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed, you cannot win. And that's it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to skate safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you on the next video.
Me too, I'm just like you. I need to fuck it up sometimes.